I don't know yet. I mean, I've got to write it, so I should start thinking about that. Thanks for reminding me. I think the story of the Lambert family will be finished. So Rose Byrne and Patrick Wilson's character, their story would be finished and maybe move on with a new family. That's what I'm feeling.
Ahora los personajes de Rose y Patrick y esa familia pues ya no estarán en la tercera y
we did hear like a raccoon or something in the air conditioning vents, and for a while the ghost hunters thought that was a ghost, but it wasn't. It was just an animal.
Mantuve varias entrevistas con distintos mediums y fue un proceso bastante curioso y vi de qué forma trabajaban. Los vídeos realmente existen y fui con ellos a las 2 de la mañana, pero no vimos ningún tipo de fantasma. Lo que sí que hicimos fue escuchar a un mapache que estaba metido en los conductos del aire acondicionado y los cazafantasmas pensaban que era un fantasma, pero no lo era un mapache.
Hello, Mr. Whannell. Nice to meet you. Thanks for the movie.
Nice to meet you.
I enjoyed the movie very much. I'm still watching a lot of movies because, I mean, it's SITGES, and it's always interesting to see which movies use a lot of digital effects and which don't. And I think the ones that don't use too much digital fare better than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, how much digital did you use? Did you use any for the movie?
I think for both Insidious 1 and Insidious Chapter 2, we used little to no digital. And we would only use it as a last resort to clean up things. Maybe there's something in the frame that you don't want there, you can paint it out. Especially with Insidious 2, I think there was basically nothing. James prefers to do everything in camera, and he and I both think that with horror, digital effects have a strange diluting effect with the horror. It makes it less scary. I think horror is about what you can really see. I think digital effects are best suited to big fantasy movies like Lord of the Rings and science fiction films. I think when it comes to horror, for some reason it's just better in camera.
Tiene la impresión de que las películas de terror con efectos digitales no lucen tanto como las películas que tienen menos efectos digitales. Entonces la pregunta es ¿hasta qué punto o cuántos efectos?
I'm notorious at my interview answers go for a long time. I'm going to try and keep it down to good sound bites.
The movie scene?
Well, thank you. I think we never really thought about the second film when we did the first one. So it wasn't like we had any pre-thought out plan. We had to think it up after the fact. And it was pretty hard, the writing of it, because if you deal with this one family, the Lambert family, it sort of puts the film on rails. Like, you can only tell this one story of what happened to Patrick Wilson's character. So it was kind of tough. It was kind of tough in the writing, but I'm glad it turned out. It seemed effortless.
Do you feel like you kind of want to be a director, and are you thinking about directing in Insidious 3?
I do want to direct something. I actually met James at film school in Melbourne, so we were both there to, learn to direct films. But I guess when I met him, I was like, he needs a writer. He's such a good director. And I think I would like to direct something, especially with James of doing Fast and Furious films. I think I'd like to do something like, something small like Insidious or Saw.
La verdad es que sí me gustaría dirigir algo. Yo de hecho conocí a James Wan en la escuela de cine en Melbourne y estábamos ahí los dos para aprender a dirigir. Pero en cuanto le conocí dije, este tío es tan buen director que en realidad lo que necesita es un escritor. Entonces yo me uní a él. Sí que me gustaría ser director, dirigir algo, pero no cosas grandes como Fast and the Furious, como las películas que hace James Wan, sino algo más pequeño como Insidious o Saw.
Dirigir quizás dirija una película pequeña, pero parece que también la de la actuación sí que le pica el gusanillo, ¿no? Espero que en Insidious 3 al menos su papel se repita.
Insidious 3. It's good that you asked.
Okay, we understand that you somehow want to be a director in the future, but do you want to keep acting? Is your character still going to be in Insidious 3?
Yeah, I think so. But I can only get acting jobs when I write the film. So I'll have to keep writing. I think I would like to. I mean, the thing I like about acting is that you still get to be involved in the film after you finish writing. Writing is a pretty lonely profession, as you guys know. And you sort of sitting in a room all alone writing, and then you give the script away and they go off and have all the fun making it. So the good thing about acting is you get to be a part of the fun. But I think the next thing I want to do is directing, and I missed the last part of the answer to his question, which is, I don't know if I want to direct Insidious 3. Insidious 3.
Te sientes muy solo, es una profesión muy solitaria, estás en una habitación escribiendo el guión y una vez das el guión al director ya no formas parte de la película y dejas...
I remember when I pitched him the idea for the scene in Saw where the lady is wearing the jaw trap. I told him the idea for the scene and he was like, "That's great! All we need is a talking ventriloquist puppet in that scene and it'll be perfect." And I was like, "What? That's crazy." And now that puppet is the most famous thing about Saw. So he's right a lot of the time. And yeah, he does have strong instincts about it. But usually we sort of talk about the ideas and the look of the world together, and then he goes off and does what he wants to do. And just, no, usually we just talk about it and try and find some sort of consensus. We seem to have a recurring theme, James and I, with our horror films of like children and sort of these toys, and then the elderly. That's James's problem. He's always casting like these old ladies as his demons, even in The Conjuring. So you'll have to take that up with him. But yeah, I think that sort of stuff is just creepy when you mix it in with, I mean, even the symbol of this year's SITGES festival, you know, the burning pram. It's like, there's just something creepy about that sort of innocence mixed with this darker stuff, you know. I think if you can get it right, it's kind of hard to get right, but if you can get it right, it's really creepy. It's almost a different genre, so the scenes were faster, yeah.
La pregunta es que en Insidious 1 parece que las escenas, en esta segunda las escenas son más cortas y tienen mucho más ritmo. Para el escritor ha sido totalmente circunstancial. En la primera película se tenía que empezar a crear una historia, que lo que daba miedo era ese misterio de no saber lo que le está pasando y tener que esperar hasta que se desarrolle la historia. En esta segunda, como el público ya sabe lo que le ha pasado a la familia, casi que Insidious 2 se convirtió más en una película de terror y acción, cambió un poco de género. La primera, James y yo siempre la describimos como una película clásica de casa encantada, y esta podemos decir que es un thriller doméstico supernatural.
Muy bien, doncs moltes gràcies per la vostra atenció.